Our game tonight featuring the Orlando Magic as they go. We know a big part of a center's job is rim protection. Outside the pivot, Shaq, who stands out to you in guarding that rim, erasing shots, blocking shots? Who's that guy?
Well, the name that comes to mind right away is Jonathan Isaac. 6'11" forward coming into his own as a defender and a shot blocker. Let's see, from the guard's point of view, Jrue Holiday, old school defender.
Yes.
Kent Bazemore, Derek White, they can all give you 40-plus blocks in a season.
You know who's pretty good, too, is McCollum up at Portland.
Yes, he's really good.
All the guys under 6'7" in the league. Look at that!
Got to give Levine some love. Many of the dunks he pulls off are just flat-out nasty.
Up top, Fournier, guarded by Levine, Isaac. And the first shot of the night for him, missing. Here's Chicago. David Aldridge had a chance to catch up with head coach Steve Clifford. Dave, what do you have to say?
Well, Kevin, he gave me some broad strokes regarding the game plan. He said we want to work the ball into the paint, high percentage looks, and then get to the foul line if we can. We'll see how they try to accomplish that throughout the game. Kevin?
Thank you, David. And here's Fournier. He brings it up for Orlando. So much love for the perimeter offense these days. The Shaq for your money. Who are some of the best back-to-the-basket players that are in the NBA right now?
The list is short, but it's still a very impressive list. Joel Embiid, LaMarcus Aldridge, Anthony the Brown Davis.
Can't argue with any of those.
No, not at all.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here's Junior. 35 points for him last game against Cleveland. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Vucevic.
What I love about Junior, he's got grit and tenacity. He's always looking for ways to improve.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And both free throws good for Junior.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Shaq, you were such a prolific scorer back in the day. Right now, if you needed just one bucket to seal a game, win a game, who would you want taking that shot?
Well, that has to be my favorite player, Steph Curry. If he's on the injury list, I'm going to have to go with James Harden. Younger Steph Curry beat Trae Young. Luka Doncic is right after Trae Young. Russell Westbrook is pretty good. Oh, you know what? I'm sorry, Mr. Kevin Durant.
I was just
I'm sorry, Mr. Kevin Durant. I apologize.
Clock at 4. Williams, that's for 2. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. And so just over a minute and a half played. Now Fultz. He's coming off a 19-point game against Memphis. Chicago grabs the miss.
They've missed 3 of their first 4 shots, having a little trouble finding their legs.
And Levine throws it down.
And you can see the floor awareness there. Junior more than capable of spotting the open teammate.
The Magic have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started.
And you look at the news every day, so much division. Commissioner.
Oh, that was something else.
Look at the bench loving that dunk. Junior is firing up his teammates. They're hot.
Fultz looking around. That one goes in. Fultz has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Looking at the last game for Orlando, it was a loss to the Grizzlies. And it'll be Orlando with their first time out of the game right here.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, and sometimes it's the most subtle moves that make the biggest difference.
So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Mohamed Bamba, he's checked in for Vucevic. Clark comes in for Isaac. Ross, he's checked in for Fournier. And it's Carter Williams in for Markelle Fultz. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Vonleh's checked in for Carter. Young comes in for Markkanen. Valentine's checked in for Williams. And it's Kobe White in for Zach LaVine. More and more teams going to small ball, but Shaq, they still have big guys who affect winning because they throw their weight around inside. They make their presence known. Who leads the way when you think of that group?
Greek Freak, Andre Drummond, Joel Embiid, Rudy Gobert, Clint Capella.
How do you come up with these names so quickly?
Listen, I am still the reigning president of the Big Man Alliance.
You are.
Anything Big
You
Man,
know.
I know. All these guards and foo-foo pick and pop players, I don't know who they are. When it comes to the DMA, the Big Man Alliance, I am still the reigning president.
There's 1:38 left to play in the first quarter.
Yeah, really like the defensive focus and intensity at the start.
White the pass to Junior, and Junior throws it down.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Yeah, true. But now it's about sustaining their energy and maintaining the focus.
A shot by Carter Williams, nobody around. The Magic again can't hit. Chicago leading by 10. Here's Vonleh. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, they've been very aggressive, and they've taken early control of this game.
Bamba to end the run. Goes to the reverse layup and taps it in.
The activity from Bamba when he's playing with a high motor, watch out.
Here's Junior. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Carter Williams with it. No points in the game yet for him. Now here's Ross. Shoots it up. It's rebounded by Vonleh.
Oh, he found the open space from mid-range, just maybe rushed his release a little bit.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Well, you think.
Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Vucevic checked in for Mohamed Bamba. Jonathan Isaac comes in for Clark. Fournier's checked in for Terrence Ross. And it's Fulton for Carter Williams. The league moving to shake things up, Shaq, in the regular season. There's an idea of a tournament maybe mid-season. One thing that didn't make the cut, though, changing the playoffs so that the semifinals are seeded 1 through 4, irrespective of conference. What do you think of all that?
I mean, it was a tough sell for the Eastern Conference. You know, historically, they've had an easier road to the finals. But I think reseeding would ensure a more competitive championship round. And, you know, Adam Silver just didn't have the votes.
Yeah, and I think part of that is, too, you know, other than football, nobody really reseeds. And you know what, you have trends some years. Look, you remember back in our era, big fella, the East was the dominant conference. You know, you had it in the transition. And so I just think, you know what, you're just going to have those years. I like the format that we have.
You know what I say, Kevin? If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
I don't think it's broke.
And if it is broke, get a warranty.
Yes, good idea.
I'm taking that one too.
You're stealing a lot of stuff here. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fournier out there with Fultz, and it's Isaac in at the small forward position. That's who's out there for Orlando. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Thanks, guys. Junior, in his last outing against the Cavaliers, was all business. He had 35 points, and his percentage was impressive, making a number of his free throws and field goal attempts. His numbers were off the charts. He was unguardable, and he knew it. And he took advantage of it. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
I think he will, because he takes being a leader seriously, and it shows in how he approaches things at both ends of the floor.
Always adding some levity to the mix. Shaquille O'Neal, thank you for stopping by. That headset is available for you whenever you want.
Kevin, I just want to say thank you very much. It's been great. Greg, you know I love you.
I love you too. I'm the big Aristotle.
I'm at a loss for words. I hate that.
No, that's okay, Shaq.
No, I just hate that.
Right.
I hate
Greg,
that I have to leave right now.
Give me a tissue. Give me a tissue. It's okay, big fella. It's
I don't want
okay.
to go back upstairs with
It's fun.
Ernie and Kenny.
Oh,
Not
well,
yet.
yeah,
I want to stay here with you
blame
guys.
Give me a tissue.
Thanks.
And Chris, you think about Shaq's ability to raise his game under the spotlight. We're seeing him do that as an analyst with us here courtside.
I mean, this is a guy who led the Lakers to 3 consecutive titles, during which he had the highest scoring average for a center in NBA Finals history. I mean, big fella steps up when he's counting.
And the foul called on Junior. That is his first foul of the game. Ross is checked in for the Magic. Michael Carter-Williams comes in for Fournier. The Bulls also changing it up. Noah Vonleh, he's checked in for Wendell Carter. Young comes in for Markkanen, and it's Kobe White in for Levine. Here's Vucevic, back to Ross, launches it. It's all in by the Bulls. Vonleh's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one. And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
Yeah, you can.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls in very good shape with a 23-point lead at the end of. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at Junior in this one, he's been everywhere.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
So for Chicago right now, Markkanen and Carter are up front. Junior's out there with Zach LaVine. And it's Williams at the small forward.
Solid court awareness. Leave someone open on full squad and you're going to regret it.
And Junior throws it down hard.
No, Junior bringing a little street ball to his play tonight. Rattles the defender with a flashy move.
Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like it.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But 2 other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. 2 guys, when you look at those 2, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become, and it's impressive to watch them take the nice. Playing with so much confidence. When Junior finds his rhythm, he is a lot of fun to watch.
Right around a minute and a half played here in the 3rd quarter. Fultz, the pass to Isaac for 3, and the shot goes in from Fultz. Fultz has got 12 points in the game.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
And Isaac comes to help. Isaac with the steal, and they're on the break. Pass to Fultz. Now here's Fournier. Back to Fultz. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
It's important that Fultz keeps adding to his offensive arsenal. I love seeing him get hot.
Now here's Junior, guarded by Fultz, and Junior throws it down.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, coach is definitely pleased. That's the execution he loves to see.
And Fultz gets it to go.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group. Gordon deciding where to go with it. Carter Williams finds Gordon. Orlando moving the ball around. And here is Carter Williams. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Valentine with it. He's against Gordon. Count it. Here are the Magic now. Here's Carter Williams. Launches a three. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's the Chicago Bulls controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We come back right after this. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Control the pace. Get it to the right guy at the right time. These requirements top the list if you're a good point guard.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. And so in the game for the Magic, Gordon and Bamba, the combo inside. Terrence Ross is out there with Carter Williams, and it's Isaac in at the 3 slot. Orlando making some changes. Vucevic checked in for Bamba, and Evan Fournier subbed in for Terrence Ross. And the Bulls making a change also. Levine's checked in.
Now, the former Rookie of the Year continues to improve. Carter Williams, he's a triple-double threat thanks to his size and his passing skills.
And that one's good, Junior. Junior's got 22 points.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
No, exactly. Give it to the guy with the hot hand as long as you can. Let him try to close this out.
And the foul called on Junior. That'll be his second foul of the game. Bulls making a switch here. Markkanen's checked in. And a chance there to look back at the stunning Mobile One block a moment ago.
And when you're behind in the game, that's what you've got to do. Contest every shot.
Here's Fournier. Isaac outside. Here's Carter Williams. No good with the triple.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
And here's the fast break. Carter Williams leading the way. Gordon for 3. Once again off the mark, Orlando. And so Markkanen will bring it up for Chicago. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points.
Hard enough to guard in the half court. Junior showing us what happens when he has room to roam.
The Magic trail by 21. Now Carter Williams, Vucevic, and slam dunk by Vucevic.
Such incredible hops for a center. Look, it allows him to hold his own against any other 5 in the league.
Now here's Junior. Tight defense on him. Here's Markkanen trying to get open as Carter. And Markkanen gets it to go on the assist by Junior. Junior's got 6 assists here tonight. Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over. Greg, as a point guard, you must have had so much fun being surrounded by so much terrific talent at UNLV.
You know, Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon, I mean, I could go on. And you're right, I was blessed to play alongside these guys. They were incredible talents, finishers. And, you know, you don't always appreciate it going through that moment, but the fact that we're all still close and stay in contact, man, what an awesome experience to be a part of that team.
Chemistry must have been off the charts on that team.
It was, and we had a lot of personalities, man. It was a different era back then, but I tell you, again, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything.
Just 5 on the clock. From 15 feet away, that's good on the jump shot. Fultz has got 20 points.
And after an abysmal first half from the field, the shots now starting to fall.
Now, here's Junior, guarded by Fultz. The Magic trailed by 19. Isaac passes to Fultz. Add that basket to his impressive total. Brings him to 10 for 14.
And they're showing much more focus here in the second half. More effort as well. And their offense starting to show signs of life.
Levine wide open. Sinks the three-pointer. And the Bulls lead by 20.
Solid at realizing when to take these shots. Levine's eyes light up. His passes are coming his way.
Gordon kicks to Fournier. No good. Nice D from Levine. Isaac with the steal. To the middle. Here's Fournier. Banked in off the glass.
I love watching Isaac find the open teammate. Has great floor awareness out there and just knows when one of his guys has a clean look.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They're up by 18. 1:51 left in the fourth quarter. And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Junior.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
Carter left side. Now the dish to Levine. To the inside. The kick out to Williams. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. So a new group on the floor for Orlando. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Noah Vonleh, he's checked in for Wendell Carter. Young comes in for Lauri Markkanen. Chandler Hutchison, he's checked in for Williams. And Satoransky subbed in for Levine. Back to Anthony. And the foul called on Junior. That's his third foul of the game. Greg, you know, we're seeing players take control of their free agent destiny. Do players get a bad rap for that and switching teams?
Listen, I don't know if you get a bad rap, but you're going to catch the wrath of the fan base. You think of Paul George in Indy or Katie in OKC, and fans, they're going to feel jilted. There's no doubt about it. They're going to feel scorned.
Yeah. First one falls for him. So Anthony nails both of them. The Bulls leading by 16.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Bulls.
Not only did they shoot the ball better, but they had more assists.
Yeah, I thought the passing in terms of finding the open man gave them the higher percentage shots. The ball movement was key for the win.
And so checking out their season record, this game will become their 45th win.
And they've taken control of the season series. This brings them to 2-0 with one game left against this squad.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Junior.
What a teammate he was tonight, setting guys up for layups and open jumpers on what seemed like every possession.
Count it, good. We've got 33 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Now, here's Junior. D right on him. No problems knocking that one down.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
That's the dagger. You could tell they wanted that one. I know that seals the deal.
Here's Anthony. It's good. The assist that time for Menace.
And you can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, how they ended this one.
Oh, the power on that throwdown.
Wow.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, there's no doubt as to who was the better team. I mean, they proved it with this win.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony.